Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Just Chilling in the Park.
What's happening?
Before I begin, I just want to give a quick shout out to my homegirl, Joanne Nam. Just want to say happy birthday to her because I couldn't make it to her birthday dinner. But today, I have a very special friend, and his name is Daniel.
What up, guys?
Thanks for coming, bro.
I had nothing else to do, you know.
How you been? It's been a while, bro. It's been a while.
I've been cool. I know it's been like what, like four weeks, or like a month since I seen you or something like that. I was supposed to go to Frank's birthday, but I couldn't make it either.
Yeah, I know.
Still sick. But yeah, I just been busy with work, you know. Work's been hard, but it's been like kind of fun though because all my coworkers, like, we're pretty close, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a pretty depressing week though. Yeah.
Where do you work?
I work at Chamsukkur Korean barbecue.
Oh, for sure. How is it? Like, is it kind of tough?
Well, I'm a
managing?
server. You know, you get those, those customers, like freaking junkies and stuff. You know, they be like, that was one time I was serving. They had like a big party. You know, they're eating. They had a bunch of plates, dude. And they looked at me, and they went like this. And they went like this, you know what I mean? I'm like, the hell, dude? You know, they're like trying to make me clean up their plates, you know. And I looked at the other homie, the server, and I was like, hey, dude, he's not talking to me, so I think he's talking to you, man, because he's damn sure not talking to me. You know what I'm saying?
hey, we don't use words like that, all right? Don't call the race people, you know? Chill out, all right?
This podcast most likely gonna be explicit.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be explicit. Yeah. But anyway, I known you for a while now.
Yeah, it's been more like 5 months.
Yeah, and I do understand that you've been through a pretty rough past before.
Yeah, I've been arrested like quite a few times. I've done at least almost 3 years or more incarcerated. It's been okay, I've been in and out of, the drug game and gang banging and all that since I was like 14 years old till I think I got saved like when I was 20, so it's probably like good 6 years.
Dang.
In and out of jail, a bunch of things happen, cases on cases, and yeah, it's pretty crazy, I think about it, it's kind of funny though, and I look back with my friends, I'm like, dang, dude, like, damn, we did that, like, we're stupid, like, damn, bro, we could have did a lot of time for that, dude. We got freaking lucky, and I don't know, it's cool though. Part of my testimony, I guess.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
So, did you go to county or prison?
I never got a chance to go to prison because my sentencing wasn't like it didn't require me to go to prison.
Yeah.
But at one point in time, I caught a case. It was a state case for manufacturing counterfeit money. Like the SWAT team, everything came to my house because neighbors said they saw us with firearms, and it's okay for me to talk about this because I already got sentenced for it, so it's like double jeopardy. Like, even if I say something now that I didn't say before, it'll be okay because they already tried me. They can't go back and retry me for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like those, like the neighbors said they saw a gun, this and that, and SWAT team came, searched my house. They didn't find it, but they found like a bunch of counterfeit money. And that's like a federal case because if you're manufacturing counterfeit money, you're like messing with like the U.S. Treasury Department and stuff like that. It's not like just like a regular like petty crime, it's like white collar, like on fraud and like all that sagicha and all that,
Yeah.
But then like I didn't have enough. They didn't catch me with enough bills, like counterfeit bills, to convict me to a federal prison, federal court. So I did state time for that. So I got lucky on that too.
So, what's the difference between county and prison?
So county jail is like where you're still going to court, you're fighting, for your case. So in there, it's kind of like a little more hectic. A lot of people are like coming off drugs, a lot of people are like stressed out because they don't know. Like some people are fighting life, in there. They're like, dang, dude, if I don't get. But then like prison is like after you get sentenced, if you get a certain amount of time, they ship you up to prison if you're gonna do state time, like upstate time,
Yeah.
And then from there on, you do like the whole CDC tour. You transfer from different prisons. So like you go to like I forgot what it was called. But like it's like Wasco and Delano. They're like reception prisons. They're like where you get held in reception and they ship you off to, other prisons like Schaffner, Calipad, different prisons. But like, yeah, prison's different though. Like it's a lot more chiller, you know. I think there's like 4 yards: level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. And, you know, like certain yards are like where killers and like people are doing life, like, you know, like harsher crimes are at.
Yeah.
And then like level 1, level 2 might have been like, oh, this guy was like trafficking like a bunch of cocaine, you know, and he got caught for sales, and or like this guy might have been out on what's it called, I forgot what deal it is, where it's like joint suspension deals, like where you like, it's like the judge lets you go. It's like, all right, we're gonna give you 5-year joint suspension for this, you know, we're gonna give you a chance to get out, you know. And then like, but then if you mess up, it's automatic 5 years, you know what I mean? It's like they're giving you like a pass, you know what I mean? But then they're gonna put you like on like a probation type thing. Like it's like if you mess up within a certain amount of time, you're gonna get the full penalty of what so we're letting you go. So you know what I mean? But it's kind of like a setup, you know what I mean? Because most people that go in, they come back out, like they just go back doing the same thing, you know what I mean? Because you have a criminal record, this and that. That's all you know. You know, some people, they never had a real job. Like I never had a real job until like recently, you know, like maybe like I don't even know, like 5 months ago, you know. But, you know, it's been hard, you know. It's been, you know, I mean, that's basically what it is. Prison and county time.
Dang, so are you done with all that now?
Yeah, I've been done with that for, I mean, ever since I decided to get a job, change my life, you know. It's been like, I don't know, it's not like, it was kind of hard, you know, because that's all I knew, you know. I wasn't even going to school, you know. I went to like 6, 7 high schools. I kept getting kicked out, problems, this and this, that, fights, drug charges.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even graduate. I didn't even get my diploma in high school. I got my GED in Santa Ana Central Men's County Jail, you know what I mean? Because I was doing 16 months there. So if you get out, you know, if you try to take your GED test, you know, you have to pay like $100-something, you know. And I was just like, man, I'm in here, I'm gonna do this for free, dude. Like, you know, like might as well, you know, I'm here for that long. My dad was telling me, I was like, nah, I'm not trying to go to school, you know, I'm not trying to go to school. But then he like told me, might as well do it, and like I ended up passing, and then I got my GED. So
well, that's cool, good for you, man. That's good
you know,
for
it's
you.
been all right.
How is it like in county? Like, do people treat you well, or how is it? Well, I mean,
most of the people that are in county, like I kind of knew from the streets already, so they already knew me, you know what I mean? Oh, they're like, oh shit, like so and so's here, you know, you know what I mean, like that. And like some of them, like I was in and out of juvenile hall also, because I've been getting arrested since I was like 16, 15, you know. Yeah. So like some of them, like we were in juvenile hall together in like different units, and we'd be like, oh, like what's up, long time no see, you know, this and this and that, like. And we'd always make fun of each other, like, oh, you graduated from juvenile hall, you're in big boy jail now, you know, like stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like a little stupid stuff, but you know, it's okay, you know. It's kind of like one big long like retreat, dude. I guess like your house with like 50, 100 people, like in one like small tank, and everybody's gambling, you know. Sometimes we get drunk, you know. We make wine out of like fruits and sugar.
You can drink inside county?
No, I mean you can, but like, you know, it's called Pruno, like homemade wine. But most of the times, like the cops would come in, because like if you're making it, like you have like a big trash bag full of like oranges, and you put like a bunch of sugar in there, and like what else you put? Sometimes they put bread in there for yeast, but if you make it wrong, you can go blind. You know what I mean? Because like the certain bacteria, because it's like rotting fruit, like a big bag of rotting fruit, and you have to like puff out the gases in it and let it like blow up again, and then repuff it out, and like a week later, after all the sugar burned out, it turns into alcohol, you know. And it's like really nasty though. It's like warm because it's cooking. It's like literally like the bacteria are like cooking in there, you know. It's like really warm, and like so when you drink it, like you get like a bunch of like what's that thing called when you drink orange juice? You have that like orange, like pieces of orange inside, pulp. Like, we got a bunch of pulp in your mouth, and like it's like warm. It's like nasty, you know. But like it gets you messed up though, because like everyone in there, like your tolerance is so low, you know. You haven't been drinking for a while, you know what I mean? So like all of a sudden everyone pitches in, and, you know, they get a bunch of items on commissary, and then they're like, all right, we're gonna have a party this day, like someone's birthday's coming up, whatever, you know what I mean? Everyone buys stuff on commissary, puts in, we make a big spread, you know. It's like that, you know. It's kind of fun, you know, sometimes you know, people get serious though, you know, like, you know, just being around somebody like too long, you know, you just start to like, I don't know, it's just people just get mad and annoyed at each other, and, you know, fights come out, and, you know, riots and a bunch of other stuff, and
because, you know, like I went to the Korean Army.
Yeah, you told me about that.
So I can't imagine the comparison. Yeah. Because I thought me going to Korean Army was pretty, you know, tough.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean,
Yeah. I don't know if I told you this before, but there was this one incident where I was standing guard watching the monitor because we had to like kind of look out for people like doing weird things or like in case like someone runs away, you know. So I was just standing in the office, you know, just watching the monitor, like watching the CCTV.
Yeah.
And then you're aware that I also had 2 surgeries in the army.
No, I didn't. I wasn't aware. What happened?
So
You're too
I got 2 no, I got 2 surgeries, one on my left knee and one on my right ankle at the same time.
Oh, dang. What happened, dude?
It's just because I played too much basketball. I just kept injuring myself, spraining ankles. But anyway, I was standing guard. After I was recovered, all of a sudden, I feel this really sharp pain on both my knee and ankle.
Tear your ACL or something like that?
No, it was nothing like that. It was just like I just tore like my ligaments.
Oh,
and it was pretty bad apparently, according to doctor.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was just standing guard, and all of a sudden I felt this really sharp pain. And I told one of my commanders who was on duty with me.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, like, can I go to the office or can I go to the nursing room?
Yeah.
And then he gives me this like really nasty attitude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think like he was mad because his daughter was complaining to him. Because I remember like before.
Oh, his daughter's in the army too?
No, his daughter was like calling him through the phone. So she was
like, taking it out on you.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's like, yeah, exactly.
You know.
So I was like, oh, can I go to the nursing office? And he was like, no.
What you mean no, bro?
Yeah,
freaking
exactly.
leggers.
I was like, exactly. I was exactly like that. I was like, what do you mean no?
Dang. I blew up on him.
You can't go. I was like, why? And then he was like, oh, because.
Wait, is that even legal? Can they, like, if you're injured, can they just
see? That's the
hold
thing.
you?
I was actually gonna report him that day.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, but I didn't because you know I'm a nice guy.
Yeah,
but
snitches,
anyway,
you know, snitches die and stuff.
No, hey,
I'm joking. No, never mind. You know, the army's different, I guess, but yeah.
It's way different, all right?
All right. Anyways, you know what I mean?
But so it was just. My pain was just building up and up.
Yeah. Also, they kept you on duty.
For the whole time.
So, like, how many hours after you felt the pain?
So I was standing for like good, let's say 15 minutes, and I had to stand for 2 hours.
Dang, dude.
So it just kept hurting and hurting like every minute.
You can get like workers' compensation?
No, we can't.
Oh, you don't get none of that over there?
You can't do that, you know, because like it's too late. So I told them, I was like, hey, I gotta go to the nursing office like right now.
Yeah.
And he was like. He throws down his pen and he looks at me. He's like,
"Is this guy older, like much older than you?"
I don't know, man.
You don't know, like.
I mean, like, I don't know his age.
Oh.
Like, he just seems like kind of mid 30s, I guess.
Oh, so he's like old. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So he throws down his pen. His face is red.
Yeah.
He looks at me.
Why, was
he's
he
like,
drinking or something?
I thought he was drinking too.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
I thought he was drinking.
Yeah, because when you be drinking, dude, you know, I'd be asking you like, hey, JP, you need some sunblock, you know, because you be getting red. You know what I mean? I thought you get sunburn or something. You know what I'm saying?
But. His face, like, it's always red. Like, every time I see him, it's always red. So I'm, like, thinking, like, maybe, like, he puts, like, you know, the little Jameson inside his, like, pockets and, like, drink in the bathroom, you know? So he throws down his pen. He looks at me. He starts yelling at me in Korean. Hey, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
And I was like, me?
Yeah.
And then he goes, like, yeah, you. And I was like, you know what? Who do you think you are?
Dang, you said that to your commanding officer, dude?
Like, I don't care, dude.
Dang, dude, you're gonna get thrown in the...
No, I got fed up, dude. I got fed up. So he throws his pen and he's like, he starts stuttering, like, what'd you say to me? And I was like, yeah, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
And he was just like, you want to go to prison? I was like, what prison?
For what? Just being hurt?
No, because in the army, like,
oh,
there's
you
a thing,
like insubordination?
Yeah,
like
there's a thing called, like, the army prison. It's called Yeongchang.
Yeah.
So he was like, hey, you want to go to Yeongchang? And I was like...
Is that like military police? Like jail?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, go ahead. Like, I don't care, dude. Like, you're not sending me to the nursing office, so let's see who gets in more trouble.
Yeah.
If my injury gets bigger and bigger, then it's your fault. I'm going to take the blame on you.
Yeah.
And he keeps stuttering because he was nervous.
Oh, yeah?
You know?
So you got him, huh?
Yeah, so I got him good.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he was like, hey, you know what? Like, I had enough. And I was like, all right, then what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And I told him this is how I ended the whole conversation. And everyone in the room became silent.
Oh,
right after
so you like talked back to him in front of his like peers
Yeah.
and stuff? Damn,
So,
dude, put him on blast?
Yeah, so I was like,
yeah, you hear that? That's not cool, bro. What
and
the heck?
I need to show like who was like boss, you know?
Yeah, obviously not you though. You know what I'm
So-
saying? You're your commanding officer, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're the Thorming. You do what it's told. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works, bro. Work your way up the ranks. You feel me?
No, man. Like you gotta show them the American way.
Hey,
you
bro.
know?
Imagine how like, you remember the Korean War, dude? You think those people were like, oh, my foot hurts, dude? When the freaking power gangers are coming over the hill.
Hey, we don't use that kind of word, alright?
What do you mean?
Just
it just
chill
means
out.
communist, dude.
Hey, be careful, right?
What you mean? You be careful.
But anyway.
Yeah, do you see this guy?
But anyway, I told him.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Let's see who's gonna be up front when the war starts.
What war?
Like, let's say, like, if North Korea and South Korea.
Oh, them the
like,
homies, dude. My grandmother North Korean.
Yeah, but let's say, like, a war breaks out.
Oh, yeah.
And then let's see who's gonna be up at front while
Yeah.
the commanders are too scared to stay at the back.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's that. At that time, you look at him. You know, you call him on the phone. You be like, "Ya 쫄았어?"
No, dude. Like, I could,
Why not, bro? Might as well, dude. You guys are
No.
all shooting at each other anyways.
no, but I told him in Korean.
A little friendly
and then-
fire don't hurt, you know.
No, but then I told him in Korean, and then he was just like done, and then
Oh,
everyone in the room was just literally like,
Oh dang, dude.
yeah. And I walked out the room, and then
But you didn't get in trouble.
no, I didn't.
Man, I would have been like so mad if one of my dongsangs was like talking back to me like that in front of like people too, you know, like kind of like testing my patience and stuff. I'd have just, I don't know.
But anyway,
But yeah,
I met your family, like members of your family, a couple of times.
yeah, they're cool.
And I love your grandma. Like
Yeah, my
she's
grandma-
like,
yeah, my grandma's funny,
she's
you
like
know?
the sweetest person.
Yeah.
And you did mention about her when I was talking about, you know,
Yeah.
like how you said when I was mentioning about how North Korea and
Yeah,
South Korea have the
she
war
is- she
breaks.
is South Korean,
Yeah,
But I mean,
so-
like it was like all one Korea before, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
she just happened to live on that side, and like when the war broke out, like she ran away. I didn't really ask her too much about it,
Yeah.
but my dad told me, you know, and stuff,
Yeah.
and like she ran away.
Yeah. Funny story. I remember when I first went to your house,
Yeah.
I called you.
Yeah.
Remember when I called you? I was like, hey, like, what are you doing today?
Yeah.
And then you were
my
like,
memory's kind of bad, but yeah.
and you were like, oh, like, you know, I'm just at home, cut. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go visit you.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right, pull through.
Mm-hmm.
I came through, and before I came to his house, I bought flowers for
I know,
your grandma.
dude. Freaking buy flowers. You couldn't have bought like chame or like pear or something.
Chame,
like that.
dude.
Or
hey,
something, you know what I mean? You don't buy flowers. I've
Hey,
never ever heard of that, dude.
woman likes flowers,
I know, but
alright?
they like pear too.
Take some notes,
They like
alright?
pear too, bro. Especially Koreans, dude. Oh, pear, you know, pear 갖고 왔어, you know.
But anyway, I brought her
or
some
podo,
flowers.
dude. They like podo too, you know what I'm saying?
Are we going to talk about fruits
I'm
now?
just saying what they like, you know. I like the podo, you know, but sometimes the you know the Korean ones, they got them seeds in it, you know.
Alright, but everything's not about you,
I'm
alright?
just saying, you know what I mean? But my opinion matters, you know what I mean?
But anyway,
Alright.
I bought her some flowers. I came over just for like courtesy, you know?
Yeah.
So I rolled down my window. I'm just like, hey, where am I supposed to park? And he's like, what's up, cut? I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then he looks in my car and he's like, hey, what are those for, cut? And I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, it's for your grandma. He's like, ah, 진짜, like, look at this guy, huh? I'm just like, hey, hope your grandma likes these flowers. She's like, oh, dude, she's gonna love it. Just came to the house, and then this guy, his grandma was like working hard in the kitchen, making some like good food for him. And then he walks in, he's like, 할머니, 나 집에 왔어? And that means like, grandma, yo, I'm home, grandma.
Well, what am I supposed to say?
You're like, oh, hey, grandma, like, I'm home. Like,
That's
I'm
what I said. 할머니
but-
집 왔어.
No, but you're supposed to say like, 집에 왔어요, you know?
Oh
you're not
my
supposed to
gosh,
be like, oh, 할머니
dude.
집에 왔어. You don't do that, alright? But anyway, I was like, oh, 안녕하세요. That means like, oh, hello, like,
Yeah.
nice to meet you. And I was being all
It's
polite.
like basically the exact same thing I said.
And then I gave her the flowers, and then his grandma was just like so happy. She was like,
Yeah,
oh
dude, she was like
my
shocked. Like, what
goodness.
kind of like kid like brings me flowers?
Yeah,
dude?
and
None
I
of my
was
friends
like-
ever done that. You
And I
know.
was like, oh, like this is for you. And then she was like, oh, thank you so much.
Mm.
But then this guy, he had to bring something up.
Well, what did I say? I don't remember.
He's like, oh, harmony, this guy's Taiwan. That means
What?
like he's Taiwanese. And
yeah,
I was
dude, I
like,
had
why?
to let her know.
I was
dude.
like, why you gotta let her know? And then she was like,
what if she asked?
and I remember his grandma was like, hey, Daniel, like, be quiet. And then she was trying to talk to me. She's like, oh, where are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm from Korea. And he's like, ah, 진짜 할머니. That means like, are you for real, grandma? Like, what's up, grandma? You know?
Hey, we have that relationship though. You know, some people be dying for that type of relationship with their parents. You know what I mean? My grandma and me are cool, bro. We're like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? She my dog. She my ride. You know, she riding. You know what I mean?
But anyway, he was
We have
that.
problems, bro. I hit up my grandma, dude. She be like, oh, I'm pulled up right now. Where they at? You know what I'm saying? Pull up. You know what I mean? They don't want none. They don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Do you believe this guy,
What you
Justin?
mean, cuz?
Do you believe this guy?
She gangster, bro. She gangster.
But anyway, when I was talking to his grandma, like she was just being all polite. She was trying to get to know me and stuff. And then this guy, he tells me that he tells his grandma like, oh, he's Taiwanese. I was like, I don't understand why you're telling her that I'm Taiwanese.
Wait, is that offensive or something?
No, it's not offensive.
That's
It's just like random,
you
know. But and then when I was like trying to leave the house, this guy brings up to his grandma. He's like, Eka, you know, like G, she's like from North Korea. And I was like, oh, for real? And he's like, yeah, dude. And then he asked his grandma, he's like, 할머니, like, you like Kim Jong-un? And then I was like, yo, like, hey, yeah, I was like, yo, you know, like, you don't ask her that, right?
What do you mean? That's her freaking home country right there, dude.
And then he goes like, and then he looks at me, he's like, hey, don't worry about it. And he goes like, 할머니, hurry up and answer. I'm just like, holy dude. I was like, this guy's crazy.
Dude, we cool like that, bro.
And then she was like, she gets so mad. She's like, why would I like Kim Jong-un, huh? And then he starts laughing like a maniac. I'm just like,
it was pretty funny though. Don't lie, though. That was hilarious, dude.
No, it wasn't hilarious, right?
Funny,
and then right after, like, I was like, oh, like, goodbye. Like, it was nice meeting you. And he's like, oh, like, I hope to see you soon too. And then this guy, he says another thing. He's like, 할머니, like, we're gonna go sell drugs, you know what I mean? And then his grandma was like, no, you're not doing that again. And I'm just like, oh.
Hey, because she always has like a little heart attack, you know, when I say stuff like that. Cause like,
you don't want to give your grandma a heart attack,
like
though.
a little one's cool.
No, not a little one.
No, I mean, not like a real little one, you know what I'm saying? But like, she be taking baby aspirin every day. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's serious, bro. Thins your blood out, you know what I'm saying? One baby aspirin a day, you know, helps your blood, whatever, pressure, you know what I mean? We have high blood pressure in my family.
Hey, we don't do that here, right?
What do you mean, baby aspirin?
It's
be cool.
Careful, right?
Right,
I don't want to get in your harmony.
You want to get a heart attack, you don't take baby aspirin. You know, the big aspirin is too much. Take it every day.
Oh my goodness.
You know, I'm a pharmacist. I was, you know, I know everything about Xanax, you know, Norcos, stuff like that, you know.
Hey, but you're out of that now, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I have like pharmaceutical experience, you know what I'm saying?
The bad pharmaceutical
what
experience.
You mean? I got the expensive ones I know about, you know what I'm saying? All the other cheap ones, you know, like nobody know about that. Ain't nobody buying that.
Oh my goodness. But do you remember the first time we met?
Yeah, I think it was at like the KCM beach, the beach outing or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, KCM is like a Christian ministry in my school.
Yeah.
But do you remember like our first encounter and stuff? Because I still remember vividly.
My memory's like horrible. I did so much drugs, dude. Like, I mean, I've been sober for a minute. You know what I mean? You know, I've been sober, cool. You know, but you know, like, I was like a heavy, like anything. Like, we getting high today. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is. You know what I mean? You know, meth, cocaine, heroin. You know. I never injected though. I was scared about that, you know what I mean? Like, because like people having needles, you know, even me getting shots, like I'd be getting scared, you know what I mean? When we go, not scared, but I'd be getting like super nervous, you know, we get flu shots and stuff. The doctor's like, look at me like, dude, you have all these freaking tattoos, you're scared of needles? I'm like, yes, it's a different kind of needle, you know what I'm saying? It's like that big, bro. Like, dang, they gonna hit my bone with that? Like, what the heck? I'm being serious, bro. It'd be hella big, bro. Like, damn, you shouldn't just break the skin or trying to go through the skin, you know what I mean?
Relating to that story.
What story?
How you're scared of needles.
Oh yeah.
When after I got the surgery on my ankle, I remember like I had to go to the hospital every month to get an injection on my ankle.
Right.
So I was like
for
okay,
what though?
Cause like didn't you put
painkiller?
like fluids in it?
Painkillers?
No, not painkillers, but just fluids to make it better for the ligament.
Oh, like lubricant for cartilage?
I don't know what it was, but it was just some kind of fluid. So the first time I went into the doctor's office, he goes like, oh, like, welcome back. And I was like, oh, thank you.
Sorry.
Excuse you, dude.
What you mean, dude? I mean, I forgot what I ate.
Hey, what did I tell you about stage manners?
Hey, hold up. This ain't no stage, bro. It's like look like we in a dark-ass Costco right now, dude.
All right, anyway.
Version, dude.
Anyway.
Oh, well, anyways.
I went to the doctor's office, and this hospital, like, all the famous, like, Korean athletes went there. Like, Kim Yeona, like, Song Eun-min.
Oh, I know Kim Yeona.
Yeah, the figure skater.
Oh, the ice skater.
Skater, bro.
Same thing, bro. Something on ice, you know what I mean?
But anyway, he was like, okay, like, we're ready for the injection. So I was like, all right, it's probably a small one. Yeah. But I kid you not, the nurse, like, she brings a needle that was, like, the size of my, I don't know, finger, but times 2.
Well, like thickness?
No, like length.
Okay.
And
thickness
thickness.
Crazy, bro.
Like thickness
was
like
this thick, bro?
No. Thickness was like this thick. Yeah.
Damn,
So I was
dude.
like, dude, that's not. There's no way you're gonna
Yeah.
fit that whole thing in my ankle. That's too long, and it's just impossible.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, let's get started.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you gonna do? Pierce my ankle or
Yeah.
something? So he's like, okay, lay down. He pokes it everywhere, like
Oh, like-
constantly.
Like chim?
No, like worse than that. Like it's just like he stabs it like a
Oh,
freaking
for real?
serial killer, dude. I thought
Oh.
like you know who Michael Myers is?
Yeah, dude.
Halloween?
Homie, dude.
I thought he was standing on my ankle, dude.
Bro?
And one time like it went so deep that it touched my bones.
I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. I felt like they're trying to do that when I get my flu shots, bro. They like trying to aim for the bone or what, dude. I don't got like what's that bone cancer? Leukemia? Is it leukemia? Nah, that's not that. No, I mean I don't really know too much about that, but you know what I'm talking about? Like I ain't got no bone cancer, bro. You ain't gotta stick it in that deep.
Yeah, I
Get a
thought
smaller
you were a
one, dude.
pharmacist.
Huh?
I thought you were a pharmacist.
Yeah, but they're like EMT, like professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, act like I just got shot in the battlefield or something. You know? Like, dude, I'm here for a flu shot, bro. Can you use the baby needle? You know, like the 50cc one, not like the 2000cc. You know, like or whatever, how high it goes. You know?
Oh my
Crazy,
goodness.
dude.
But anyway,
And I
back
be
to
getting lightheaded after. Like I be getting my blood drawn because my veins are kind of like thin. You know what I mean? So you have to, you know what a butterfly needle is?
yeah.
So it's like instead of like a regular needle, you know, it's like butterfly needle. It's like look like a little butterfly and it has
Yeah.
like a little string, you know.
Yeah.
So they put that in. They're taking blood tests out one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I jumped subjects, but dude, I almost passed out, bro. I was like right there. I was like holding my wrist. I was looking at my dad the whole time, like, you know, this hurts, dude. He's like, yeah, shit, yeah, no, none just shit, you know, freaking sit there and take it, dude. The heck, you know, stuff like that. He's like, you're freaking. I forget what he said. He was like, no Choshia, you know what I mean? Like, oh, your last name's Cho, bro. We ain't scared of nothing, you know, like stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, you're right. You know, but I'm like in my head, I'm like getting lightheaded. And I was like, fudge, dude. And they took like two, like it was a butterfly needle, so they had like this little tube, right? They stick it in, it fills up with blood, they take it out, and they put another tube on it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, it's like 4 tubes already, bro. I'm like, damn, dude, like I ain't got that much blood left, doctor. Like, what the hell, you know? I was like, dude, like, can I get some water real quick, you know? And they're like, nah, we need to finish this first. I was like, yeah, but like, you need more blood. Let me make some more blood real quick. Let me drink like a couple cups of water, you know what I mean? And then you be straight, you know what I mean? They're like, no, you can't leave the chair right now. And I'm just like, oh, dude. And I think they filled up like another tube, you know? I was so lightheaded, bro. Almost passed out. I went to the water machine. I drank like 3 cups of water. My dad had to drive me home. I was like complaining the whole way back. I was like whining all day. It was freaking hilarious.
How old were you?
I think it was like 16, 17, something like that.
Man.
Yeah. Doctors making fun of me, dude. They're like, you've had all these tattoos, all these needles poke you, but you're scared of this needle. I was like, yeah, well, it's different. It's different. You know what I mean? Getting like stabbed by a needle, like, you know, like this, and like having like something like go in your vein and like having them draw blood, dude. It's way different, dude.
Yeah.
You can
But-
feel it too, bro. Like even when you have IV bags in.
Have you ever been traumatized of the hospital or like something
Hospital?
related to the hospital?
Nah, hospitals are cool, dude.
You just said you're scared of needles, though.
Oh yeah, I know, but like hospitals are cool though, you know. Like I mean, you're usually knocked out. You know, they give you morphine or you know that good stuff.
That's
you know?
only if you're doing surgery, though.
I know. But yeah.
But,
But like when I got stitches from my hand right here, they had like, you know, Novocaine.
yeah.
You know what dentists use? You know,
Yeah,
Novocaine.
Yeah.
So I went with my friend, you know, because it was like 3 a.m. in the morning,
Yeah.
and then my hand, you know, I need to get stitches, you know.
Yeah.
I went to the doctor's office
Yeah.
with my dad. I woke up my dad. I was like, I need to go right now, you know. Freaking, I'm about to die, you know. I was like overreacting, you know. My dad comes out. He looks at my hand. It was pretty bad, you know. So he's like, damn, dude, what happened, dude? I was like, I'm about to pass out. We need to go right now, dude. And this time, like my friend was living with me, you know. So like he's like a white dude, like he's kind of big, you know, like 6 foot, like 2, 3, you know. So he was carrying me, you know what I mean? And I was like, I thought I was gonna die, you know, like, cause I was like losing so much blood.
What happened to your hand?
Something happened, but anyways, we went to the doctor's office, right, and they're giving me stitches. But they had this huge needle. They put Novocaine in there, and then the nurse, she left the can of Novocaine. It's like a numbing agent, you know, on the thing, right? So after she left to get the real doctor, you know, to like tell me like what's what we will do, you know, like I was still conscious, you know what I mean? And at this time I was like a heavy like drug dealer, drug user, you know, so I noticed.
Yeah.
Like you could sell that, you know what I mean? So I was just like, she left it there, you know. So I was like, hey, get that, and put it under the bed, you know what I mean? Like under
Dude, no way.
I swear to God, bro, I still had it, but it was in the safe. And when the SWAT team took my counterfeit money, it was in there, so they took it. But yeah, I swear, I told her, hey, put that under the bed, right? You know, she comes back. It was like a bunch of stuff there, you know. It's a bunch of blood, like bloody gauze, like 3 or 4 needles, like a tweezer type thingy, like there's a bunch of stuff there, you know. So she wouldn't notice, you know.
Yeah.
So we put it under the bed, bro, and then she comes back and then she's like, what's it called? or like telling me like, oh, like I'm gonna be fine, you know, I just need to come back and get my stitches off, you know, what all the other stuff I don't really care about, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I didn't even go back, you know. I actually went home like two. I was supposed to come back like 3 or 4 weeks later, you know, really after it heals and to get it cut off.
Right.
I freaking went to jail, you know what I mean? And it's, you know, like going to jail is so dirty, you know what I mean? Like staph infections and like hella AIDS and all that crap, you know what I mean? And I had like an open like 1 week old like wound on my hand, you know what I mean? So like when they're handcuffing me, I was just like, officer, you know, can you use 2 cuffs? I'm not trying to, you know, get no dirty, you know, I'm trying to get my hand cut off. And they're like, but they don't care, you know, like yeah. They say yeah, you know, they just put me in 1 cuff, you know. I'm like, dang, dude, you guys don't know how to listen, huh? Freaking, we're like, I'm the one paying your bills and everything, you know what I mean? Taxpayer money, you know, and you guys don't even listen to me, dude. But I went to jail. There's just something called the loop. It's so there's like with homeless people, like people are like coming down off heroin, like literally like pooping themselves because like I don't know. When you do heroin after you like stop, it's like you get like hella sick, you know, like you're like cold chills and everything. But I mean, I never did heroin. I mean, I have done it, but like I wasn't really. That was my thing. I like uppers, you know, like stimulants.
Yeah.
So like I never got too far into it where I got sick and stuff. But when you come down off it, like heavy users, they be like pooping in the cells. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was there, like in the cell, like the first cell is so dirty. That's for like the holding. They put all the inmates in, you know, just cram them in there, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like poop in the wall. People are like tagging their gangs with the poop, bro. They put their finger in the poop and they like write their gang name on the walls in the jail cell. I'm like, dang, dude, you guys are freaking dirtbags, dude. Like, that's so nasty, bro. It's like tong them like everywhere, bro, and like diarrhea, and you can't wear shoes in there, bro. They make you take your shoes off, bro. So I'm in there with my socks, you know what I mean? Like nice, like clean, like Nike socks, you know, like stepping on like sorsa and like ojum.
Sorsa and ojum means like diarrhea and piss.
It's crazy, dude. And like I was sitting there, I was like literally holding it like this. I didn't want to get infected or anything, you know. I didn't want no airborne disease or whatever, you know, to come in, you know. Yeah. What were you talking about again? My bad.
No, I was gonna say, I've been like kind of traumatized of the dentist before because when I was younger, like my dad, he knew, you know, a guy who was a dentist. So I was like a really, really young kid, and this dentist was super nice because back then like Nintendo 64 was like crazy. You know,
it's like old.
Yeah, like I played like Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, and the dentist. But anyway. He put me into the chair, but apparently as a little kid, you don't know anything, you know? And all you feel is aching. Yeah. And you know how like you hear those drills in the dentist and it kind of freaks you out? Yeah. So I remember I was so scared. I started like crying and like moving, right? The guy, he starts yelling at me in Korean. Like he starts swearing at me.
Oh, this is in Korea?
Yeah. So he starts like swearing at me in Korean. Why? I don't know. Like I thought he was psycho or something. And eventually like he brings out the net. Like you know those like nets to hold you down. So like he strapped me down the chair and I couldn't move. So I was so like traumatized because of that.
Oh, so you don't go to the dentist now?
No, I do. Like obviously I do, but the second time I was traumatized was the same guy. So
you went back to the same guy? Wait, why'd you go back to him?
Because my parents tricked me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because like right under his dentist was like huge indoor playground. So my parents would be like, oh, like go have fun. And they'd be like, oh, let's go upstairs.
But you already knew though, huh?
Yeah, because I knew the smell. You know that dentist smell?
Yeah, like the drug smell?
No,
that's what it is,
like
dude.
Like the toothpaste.
They're talking about like that.
No, dude. But
I went. That drug smell.
I went upstairs, and then he was being so nice to me. He was like, "Oh, you're back."
Like, let's a lollipop and stuff.
Yeah, and he let me play like
Deceiver, dude.
Yeah, games and stuff. And then again, he starts swearing at me, like in Korean.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know. He's like, oh, like, sit still. Like, you effing, like, kid, you know? And I'm just like.
And your parents are just watching him say that.
They didn't hear because they were in the lobby and I was in the room, you know?
Did you tell your parents? Like, dude, that guy.
Oh, yeah. I still remember till now. So every time.
Bro, so serious, homie.
No, I'm definitely serious. So every year, like, when I got older, I asked my dad, I was like, hey, do you remember that guy who used to cure my teeth?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, like this young. And I was like,
oh, it's his young?
Yeah. And I was like, where is he? And he was like, oh, I don't know where he is. And I was like, he was like, why? And he's like,
he's probably in jail, dude.
Because I want to go to his office and beat him up myself, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, oh, like, you know, the reason why he was strapping you down to a chair was because you were so young and you didn't know what was going on. I was like, man, I don't care about that. Like, he created like trauma to me. And then what I found out was my dad told me. He said the guy was supposed to be a pilot, the dentist, but he got caught cheating. So he failed the pilot test.
Yeah, but dentists make a lot of money too, though. They're balling,
but
bro.
that's the thing. Like, so I guess like his dream was, becoming a pilot for such a long time, but he just couldn't do it because he got caught cheating during the test. So that's why he became a dentist.
I mean, everybody cheats, dude.
No, you don't cheat, all right?
I mean, you don't get caught cheating.
No,
right?
you don't cheat.
Huh? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't cheat at all.
You get it how you
right?
live.
No,
feel me?
you don't. You don't cheat, period.
Come on, bro. I'm not saying I cheat. I'm just saying, you just don't get caught.
You seem like the biggest cheater right now.
Me, cuz. Over here living right now. You know what I mean? Paycheck to paycheck, dude. All right, today I did my taxes, bro. I was looking at my freaking whatever form they send you. You know, I don't know what's W-2 form, like where you fill out and they give you your paycheck stubs, dude. Dude, the freaking government cut, dude, is so much, bro. It's like my check's supposed to be like $600, $700. You know, I only get like 400 or like two, like something like that. Maybe not that low, but you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm just like, dang, bro. Like, why my check's so freaking small, dude? Like, government taking some of my hours, dude. They worked for me last week or something. Like, what the heck, dude? Why they cut so big? You know what I mean? I'm like, what the heck? That's crazy, dude.
Hey, but it's
I ain't
for
even trying to pay taxes, bro. I was like, I don't even. Why do we gotta pay? You know, my dad's like, oh, you trying to go back to prison? You know, I'm like, oh, no, we gonna pay that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna pay that in full. You know what I mean? But I might not even get my tax return back because I have like restitution fines from. But I didn't pay. You know what I mean? Because I just told them I didn't want to pay. You know, they're like, all right. When they went to the California debt collection, so once they send me my check, they might just not give it to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm cool though. You know, I'm still not gonna pay that. It's like crazy
so
money.
before I started this podcast, I was thinking of questions to ask you.
Yeah.
But one thing I really want to ask you was, like we meet each other so often and like we get, coffee time to time and I call you and then you annoy me and you bombard me with like bunch of stupid
never like that, dude. He's tripping. He's tripping, bro.
Attachments on Facebook,
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, like some weird attachments. Like, for example, one time like you sent me a monkey sticking his finger up a dog's butthole.
That's freaking
you remember
funny,
that?
Dude. And then he smelled it after?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about. My producer exactly knows what he's talking about.
Freaking funny though, no?
I was sleeping. It was like 3 a.m. and I get a vibration.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, what is this? It's like, oh, Daniel Klept chose an attachment. I opened it up and he was like, "Huh," and it was like a monkey sticking his finger up a dog's butthole.
Bro, wasn't that freaking crazy though,
What's
dude?
wrong with you?
What do you mean? That's not funny, bro?
Dude,
That's not funny.
No, it's not.
Oh my gosh! We put a link to the whoever animations guy. Just put like a little pop up on the bottom with that exact video. It's freaking hilarious, dude. He literally and he spreads his fingers and right after. You know what I'm talking about, bro?
Hey,
tell me that's not funny, bro.
Hey, that's pretty.
Tell me
gross.
that's not funny, huh?
Hey, that's not funny.
That's freaking funny though,
that's
dude.
Not.
That's hilarious. Did you see the dog's face?
Okay, anyway, hey,
it looked at the monkey
that,
like I just got violated by a monkey right now, dude. I don't even know if the dogs like they think about stuff like that. Maybe it's natural because they be like sniffing each other's butts all day, but I'm just saying, it's a funny video. I wanted to share a laugh with you. Was that so bad? Is that so bad, guys?
Anyway, I wanted to ask you, what's your hobby? Like, what do you do? I know that you don't play sports. Like, don't say League of Legends because that's not a hobby.
League of Legends is pretty, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Hey, is that a hobby? Is that a hobby though? Is that a hobby?
It's a freaking lifestyle, cuz. We over here killing the enemy, all right? Blowing up nexuses and all that. You know what I'm saying?
But seriously,
call me the Baron Slayer. You know what I'm saying? I'm being 100 right now, bro.
All right, but seriously,
support
what's your
carry? You know what I'm saying?
What's your hobby, man?
I don't really have hobbies. People like to. What's your hobby, bro? Damn, ask me all the questions, man. What's your hobby?
My hobby?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like to play basketball, work out. Read a lot.
Oh, you reading, dude? Damn, dude.
You gotta hit the books,
I read my first book in jail.
Well,
ever. The last book I read before I read the whole Game of Thrones series, because I was doing a lot of time, so I was so bored.
Oh, nice.
I read the whole Game of Thrones series. I read the book called Shantaram. Then those books are like 1,300 pages, 1,100, like 1,200 pages each,
Yeah.
But before that, the only book I ever read, is kind of embarrassing, was Magic Treehouse. You know Magic Treehouse?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the George Washington one.
That's an OG, dude.
Where he's on the boat like this, like that. You know what I mean? He's like sailing to wherever he's going. You know what I mean? I was like, dang, dude. Like
that's the OG.
Yeah, that was pretty. That's pretty damn, bro. But I didn't even read books in high school, bro. Like even everything. Like people that say, oh, if you don't do your homework, you know, like you're not gonna pass. Like they're lying because D's passing grade. You know what I'm saying? Like you can
no
can
C
pass, you know?
pluses.
D's passing, bro.
No,
F
D's not.
is fail,
no,
bro.
D's not passing.
Bro.
All right, not if you're in college. All right.
All right, boy. Ain't nobody trying to go to college right now, dude.
Everyone wants to go to college.
Oh, really? Oh, it's just me. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be
it's
stuck
just
with
you.
debt and all that. College is not my thing, dog. You know
But what do you do on your free time if you don't have a hobby?
Damn, I mean, I don't know. I'm usually just working, sleeping. You know, I like to drink. You know, like whiskey, like single malt Scotch whiskey, like 12-year age, like the expensive stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the Macallan 18. You know, like the Johnny Walker Blue. You know what I'm saying? The big bottle stuff. But like sometimes it be getting a little too expensive. You know, I can't afford it, so I gotta drink like a Johnny Walker Black or something. You know?
Yeah.
It's like a level down.
What about do you like watching movies? Cause I remember we watched Creed 2 together.
Yeah,
remember
it was cool.
with the homie Jared.
Yeah. What was he there? Oh yeah, he was there, huh?
Jared and with the
What
homegirl
happened to him?
Sarah.
He
Sarah
went to schools,
Kim.
huh? Oh yeah, she went too.
Yeah. So shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Jared. If you guys are watching this.
What's happening?
Yeah. But what? I mean, cause I brought this up because recently, like, people were talking about the new movie Us.
What's
do you know,
Us?
Do you know what that's about?
No.
I watched it.
I want to watch Bad Boys 3, dude. When's that coming out, dude?
I
Who
don't
cares
know.
about Us? You know what I'm saying? Have you seen Bad Boys 3?
No, but we're talking about Us right now,
All
right?
right, well, all right. Well, I mean, what's up with that?
But recently, like, I watched Us, and it was just a fantastic movie.
Oh, what's it about?
It's a horror movie, like.
Oh,
About,
see, I don't like scary movies, bro. Like, I ain't trying to.
Why not?
Cause, dude.
Why are you too scared?
Nah, I mean, I just never liked them, bro. It's like there's no point. Like I want to like crack up, have fun when I watch it. Like I like Medea. You know Medea?
No.
You never seen Tyler Perry's Medea?
Oh, Tyler Perry. Yeah,
The movies are hilarious, bro. Like stuff like that, or you have a good laugh. You know what I'm saying? You know, you sneak a bottle of whiskey in like a little flask. You know, drink it in the movie theater, whatever. It's cool. You know what I mean?
Now you're an alcoholic, huh?
Nah, dude. I can stop whenever I want.
Oh, well, then stop right now.
I say whenever I want. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro. I didn't even drink today. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here sober. 3 hours of sleep, bro. Barely slept last night.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm watching Casino Royale.
James Bond?
Yeah.
Dang, you like to play poker, huh?
Nah, I like Baccarat, dude. I don't like poker because I'm not really that good, you know?
Yeah. You gotta really fix your sleeping schedule, though.
You know, my sleeping is like really bad. It runs in my family, bro. Like, my dad can't sleep well, you know? But he still functions. So, he'd be like drinking like from like 6 p.m. to like 1, and I still go to work at like 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, what the heck, how, dude? Freaking like 50 something. You're still doing that, bro?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, dang, dude, you should get like an award for that or something. Like Guinness World Record for, you know, going to work home. And he'd be like climbing ladders at work too. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like,
yeah.
I can't even do that.
I wanna meet your dad one time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
funny, dude. He's like kind of just like me, but like fatter. Funnier. He shares the same humor as me though. He's cool, you know what I mean? I can like every time like I joke around with him. Like my dad's like, "Oh, how are you gonna make money?" You know what I mean? I'm just like, dude, I need a plane ticket to Korea, dude. Like, you know how much weed is over there? You know what I mean? Like a pound right here is like.
Hey, whoa.
Hey, it's legal now though.
Hey, but
it's legal.
Hey, we're not gonna talk about that.
What you mean?
Hey,
why not? It's like talking about broccoli. You don't like broccoli?
Broccoli and
it's
weed
legal, bro.
are two very different things.
What? They both look the same.
They do
almost
not
the same.
Look the same. Okay?
I mean. But you know what I'm saying? But it's legal though. Well, we're not talking about. It's not like we're talking about crack right here.
Okay, but why? Okay, but did you ever think about your future, like what you want to pursue?
I thought I was gonna drug deal till the day I died. I used to make so much money drug dealing. I showed you the pictures, making like $10,000-$20,000 a week, cash, no tax, all by myself.
You did.
You know, flying to different states. I mean, I don't know if I should talk about that, but
I mean,
I don't want to get like arrested. But you know.
I mean, I'm sure like you probably thought about your future and what you want to do besides work after like you work at a cookie chip, you know. So
when I was younger, I wanted to be an astronaut, but that's like completely crazy. You know what I mean? It's like
why? Why is that crazy?
Dude, you can't be an astronaut, dude.
Why not?
I got felonies, man. What you mean? Why not, dude?
Why? Why can't you be the first Korean to land on the moon?
Oh, dude. I don't know.
Why? But what else?
Besides
besides being an astronaut, is there anything else you want to do?
Oh,
like realistically, how about realistically speaking?
I feel like if I opened the casino, bro, I'd be set, bro. You know what I mean? Just have money coming in all day. And I'm be that serious, bro.
Have you been to Vegas for like gambling?
Yeah,
and
I've been to Vegas, but I've never been to Vegas when I was 21. I've been to Vegas when I was like 17 with my dad and stuff. It's kind of whack, you know. You just make you stay in the room, you know. You can't even do anything. You start tripping out when you stand on the red carpet. Like, what, bro? I can't stand on the freaking carpet, dude. I'm not touching nothing, you know. They're like, oh, you can't stand on the red carpet. It's like,
yeah. Speaking of Vegas,
horrible customer service.
Yeah, that
dude.
actually, their customer service is horrible.
I know, dude.
Because for spring break, me and my homies, we went to Vegas for like, you know.
Oh, yeah, you called me.
Yeah.
Did you win anything?
No, I lost a lot.
How much?
Yeah. I don't know how much, but.
What do you mean? Just round it up, bro.
No, I really don't. Like,
all right. I'm gonna tell you. If I tell you how much I lost, you tell me how much you lost.
No, I don't want to know.
So last week I lost like almost $1,000.
Okay, but for me, like I would tell you.
Maybe no, it was like 2 weeks ago.
No, for me, like I would legit tell you, but I honestly don't know how much I lost because I know how much my friends lost.
How much they lose?
They lost like 300 probably.
Oh, nobody won?
Well, we were like keep playing like slot machines.
Man, slot machines, bro.
But my other friends, like they were playing like blackjack and stuff like that. But it was like my homie's like last vacation because he was going to the army. He's in the army right now, the Korean army. Yeah. So we were gonna have a good time. So he really wanted to go to a concert. Do you know Zed, the DJ?
Oh yeah, the EDM guy?
Justin knows what I'm talking about. Yeah,
he's cool.
He's so we were supposed to go see him, and this is another DJ, Illenium. This guy named Illenium.
Yeah, I know Illenium.
Yeah. Oh, you know Illenium?
Come on, bro.
This
is so ecstasy, man.
All right. What?
I mean, I'm just Euros.
We were supposed to go see them both, and then we got a really good deal. So both of their concerts were $70 for 2 days. So I was like, oh, it's a pretty good deal, you know. So for Illenium, we had a good time. His music was awesome. It was just pure awesome.
Were you guys? Would you guys drop?
What do you mean drop?
I mean, never mind then. You guys were sober, right?
Yeah.
I was just asking, you know, if you guys dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
to me, nobody goes to those times but thinks sober. You know, it's kind of weird.
Why? We go to listen to music.
I know, but people like, all right, never mind. Anyways.
But the next day we went to go see Zed. And
Zed.
I was wearing this all black with my off-white. You remember my bread tag shoes? You call them bread tags, right?
Tags. Why don't you cut them off, bro?
No. But I walked into the bouncer. The bouncer goes like, "Hey, are those Nikes?" I'm just like, "Yeah, bro, you don't know these shoes? Come on, man! Like these off-whites."
Ain't nobody care about them off-whites, man.
And I think he just got mad. You know?
Was it a black guy?
No. It was a Caucasian man.
Why'd you say white, dude?
No, but he gets mad for me, you know? And I'm just like, why are you getting, like, I was like, he was like, oh, no, you can't go in. I was like, why not?
Well, did they refund your ticket?
No, so here's the thing, like, he was like, you can't go in. I was like, why not? And he's like, oh, you have to wear proper clothes. And I was like, if I change my shoes, can I go in? And he was like, oh, I'll let you in. So my other friend, he wasn't feeling so well. So I switched shoes with him, and he was wearing like all black shoes. So I was basically all black, you know. I went to the bouncer again. He was like, you can't go in. I was like, why the heck not? He said, you got to wear a button up. But I was like, you told me to go change shoes, so I did. And you said you will let me in. And he was like, no, I can't let you in. I was like, excuse me? And he was like, well, you can't go in, but your friends can. And I was like, dude, come on, are you serious? Like, don't be so petty because like you didn't know what off-whites was, bro. And then he was like, well, too bad. So I went to a different bouncer, and I was like, hey, can I go in? He's like, yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Man, the customer service, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there was this time where I didn't go. This is like my youngs, long time ago, you know, before I even knew who they were and stuff.
Yeah.
They went to like a rave, like 4 or 5 of them, you know what I mean? And they all got tickets to like a rave. So I remember, you know, but like one of them got sold like a counterfeit ticket, you know what I mean? So when they're coming in, they're coming in. Everybody else went in but him, you know, and he got mad. There was like a 20-foot like fence, you know. This is the story I heard, you know. He ran and tried to climb it, and then he got tackled by the guards, bro. And like he already took a ecstasy pill, you know what I mean?
Oh shoot!
Because you can't bring it in, so they took it in the parking lot. So he was like so pissed he couldn't go in, you know. So like for the whole like 4 or 5 hours, he was just in the car by himself listening to EDM music. I was like cracking up when they told me that story, dude. Oh,
but I do hear a lot of people trying to sneak in to like big, like, you know, raves.
Right, yeah, they be going for like $50-$60 in there.
I've heard stories where people try to sneak into like Coachella. You know Coachella?
I've never been to a concert.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
I mean, I've been to K-Con, but that's whack. I left early.
Well, why'd you go to KCON?
But my neighbor, he works for Toyota. Like, he's like, did I tell you a story? He's like, yeah, 학생. I'm like, who the hell is talking to? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell's a 학생? You know?
학생 means student.
Yeah, no, but I mean, obviously didn't know that. You know what I mean? My name's, Hyungwon. You know, what the hell's 학생? You know, what you talking to? You know what I mean? And he had
you thought?
Yeah, I thought he's calling me my name, 학생, dude. I'm like, what you freaking dude? That's not my name, homie. Like, you know what I mean? Don't be coming at me like that, you know? But he had his little dog, like my neighbor, you know?
Yeah.
He works for Toyota or Hyundai or something, Toyota or something, you know? And he's like, comes down, he's like, hey, what? I'm like, I went upstairs, you know, and I was kind of like a little bitch, just saying I had to go somewhere. There's somebody to meet, you know.
Yeah.
And I forgot what we're doing, but whatever. I was late, you know, and this guy's like bugging me, you know, about some freaking 학생 or whatever, you know. Yeah. And then like he comes out with these 2 KCON tickets, like what's it called when you work somewhere they give it to you,
like the booth.
No, it's like commercial seats or like you know what I'm talking about, like it's not like paid, but like it's paid for by your company for you to go or something, you know. But he's like freaking like 60, 70, you know, so he's old. He's not gonna be going to no KCON concert, you know. So he gives them to me. He's like, here, you can have them. I'm like, oh, what are these? You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't even know what is this? You know what I mean? There was YG tickets, you know what I mean? Like Nipsey Hussle, like who's KCON? You know what I mean? Never heard of KCON, you know? Like who that? You know what I mean? They're like, and then he's like telling me like, oh no, it's like a bunch of people, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, so these be going for money, you know what I mean? They can sell these, you know what I mean? But it's like it was like 2 days from that day, you know. I'm like, damn, I can't sell it in 2 days, bro. I need to put it up on a bunch of places. Yeah. So like I just decided to go with my Dongzeng. He lives in LA, you know. Yeah. So we pull up. It's in the Staples Center, you know. First time ever being in Staples Center, you know. It's freaking huge, lights everywhere, you know.
That's nice,
people,
huh?
You know what I mean? It was pretty nice, you know. And like we're on stage. I mean, we weren't on stage, but all these people came on stage, girls group and guys groups or whatever. And then like it was whatever. It was like hella loud, but like, you know, we couldn't understand what they're saying. They had no subtitles up there, you know what I mean? So we had to leave. Yeah, we literally left, bro. It was freaking.
See, I just stepped into Staples
and
Center.
we paid $15 for parking too, bro. We only stayed for like 20 minutes. So I told the guy, hey, can we get at least like $10 back, man? Like, you know what I mean? He's like, nah, bro, don't work like that. I'm like, dude. Freaking 사기쳐, dude.
But I feel like, personally, from experiencing what you've told me in the past, I feel tickets? Like no. I feel like you go to a lot of like special events. Recently, you've been to LA Galaxy game.
Right?
I
went to
a
VIP
game,
the VIP.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Seats, like corporate seats. Like you can't even buy them. The thing, like if you were to buy the tickets, it'd probably be like, I don't know, maybe like couple $1,000 for one person. But we had like a whole cabana. It was crazy. Yeah, dude.
This guy called me, and I was like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was getting ready to go out. But this guy video calls me on Instagram, and he's like, what's up, Kai? And I'm just like, oh my, where are you? I was like, where you at? And he's like, I'm at the LA Galaxy, bro. And I was just like, hey, you good?
He's making me sound like.
And then, and he was like, yeah, I'm good. He's like, yo. I just saw David Beckham, and he's shorter than me.
He is, bro. He's like literally 5 feet away from me, bro. I was looking at him, but I was pretty drunk too. You know what I mean? So I was looking at him like, damn, bro, this thing is short, bro. What's up, cuz? You know what I mean? He's like 5'6" or something. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the heck, bro? I'm taller than that fool. In the GQ magazines, he be looking like 6 foot. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? Like, freaking playing with us, bro.
Was he like pretty good looking though?
Like, I mean, he's okay, I guess.
How come you didn't like ask him for a picture if he was so close?
His wife was there too. No, the security was, because he had like a statue unveiling at their stadium. Because I think he used to play. I don't really know too much about sports, but I think he used to play for LA Galaxy, you know, like before or something like that. And they had been made a statue for him that day at the first day against like LA Galaxy, Chicago Fire, Chicago, I don't know what team, you know what I mean? Yeah. And he had a statue unveiling, so he went down to speak, you know, the like LA Galaxy, whatever, you know. I didn't really care about that, you know. Yeah. But yeah, that's why he walked past the VIP section, like literally 5 feet away from me, you know. And like his wife was there too and everything.
Oh, sweet. Victoria Beckham was there too?
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but
that's his wife.
Yeah, homie. Yeah. She was there.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool though. I mean, it's unlimited shots, bro. We was getting rowdy. I was swinging on the cabana, bro. I was like throwing quarters at people below me. All these like people with basic seats, you know what I mean? Like, oh, y'all basic, bro. You ain't got the VIP with the cabana, you know what I'm saying? Y'all wish you was here, you know what I mean? Y'all at my level, you know what I mean? It was cool though. I had the gold bracelet on. I was walking in and out, you know, and doing whatever. Yeah, it was cool though. It was pretty fun, bro. You should have came with me, dude. Next time we go, I want to go to a basketball game though.
Oh yeah, we should go. Yeah, I didn't know.
The box seats too.
Do you watch basketball?
Nah, I don't. But you get free shots there too. You know, if you get box seats, it's cool.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Those are expensive, man.
What do you mean, dude? I mean, yeah, but I'm not paying for it.
I think those are like the VIP seats though.
Yeah, that's what we had. The VIP seats, the cabana, dude. Right, like. Dude, let me show you my Instagram stories right now. Dude.
No.
Okay. That's probably
But how'd you get those seats? Like,
Huh?
it's just
Come
through
on,
connections?
cuz. Got connections, man. Connections, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy. I got
But-
you, boy. If you need one, I got you, bro. Put my little middleman tax on there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what I'm gonna do. Flipping tickets, dude.
No, don't do that,
Huh?
man.
Why?
Don't try to do anything.
Is that illegal? That's not illegal.
I mean, like, if you get caught, it's probably illegal.
What? Selling tickets?
Like, yeah, on the streets.
Why? Bad people do it all the time,
No,
though.
I've heard of that. Like, I've heard of people who got caught and
Oh,
it's like
really?
illegal. Yeah.
Mm.
But anyway, have you lived here your whole life? Like, in
Yeah,
LA?
my whole life I was born here,
Mhm.
lived here. You know, otherwise I'd have been deported already
To Korea.
or wherever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Korea, like to visit?
No, I want to go, but I hate mosquitoes, so I kind of don't want to go. People told me there's hella mosquitoes, and I hate mosquitoes. Like 3 things I hate in life, bro: police officers, mosquitoes, and cockroaches. I hate them, dog. Hate, like literally with a passion. Like they're not useful at all. Any of them. I mean, maybe the police, you know, a little bit, you know, but like the mosquitoes, like if they die, you know, we don't have no problem. You know, like bees die, you know, we'd all be dead. You know, there's no food, you know, all the flowers are dead. You know what I mean? But like mosquitoes and cockroaches, bro, they do nothing. You know, maybe cockroaches they decompose stuff, you know, but mosquitoes, nothing, bro, nothing useful, bro. Like they're here, they're wasting space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sucking up my blood and everything, bro. It ain't free, dude. You gotta pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Oh.
But have you ever wanted to visit Korea sometime?
Yeah, dude, I wanted to go sometimes, you know.
Yeah, you should come through.
Yeah.
I'll like show you around and stuff.
It's like expensive though. Yeah.
If you do plan to visit, when do you want to come specifically?
I don't know. I don't know what the weather's like over there.
Yeah, because during the winter it's like really, really cold.
But then the summer's really, really hot.
No, it's like really humid. in the summer.
See, that's all bad, dude.
I think you should come during spring because right now they have the cherry blossom, you know, blooming.
Oh, what's
So
that?
that's
This
like,
right here?
Oh, is that cherry
I
blossom?
don't know. Is it?
Doesn't that's?
Like these right here?
Oh, I think.
Well, right now they blooming on my arm too. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go all the way over there, bro. Waste $2,000 for some freaking plane ticket.
Oh,
Come on, cuz. But yeah, I mean, like, I do want to go though. I want to visit Korea and Japan.
Japan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Japan's a nice area too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Visit Japan, dude. Japanese
Mhm.
people are so nice, bro. Like, I don't even know how we lost the war to those guys. Nah, seriously, like, they be coming to my restaurant. I've had hella tourists, like, from Disneyland. They come in my restaurant, you know. I be eating, you know, like, straight, like, Japanese people, you know what I mean? Like, fobs, you know. And they're like, they're so nice, you know. They're like, just like, damn, dude, like, how do we lose them? They're all, like, 5'2", 5'4", you know what I mean? Like, dude,
Yeah.
like, how do we lose to these guys, bro? I was, like, looking at my boss, you know. I was like,
Hey, what?
huh?
What's so
I
bad
mean-
about being short?
Nah, what do you mean? You're not even sure, dude.
I know, but still, like, what's so
Cause,
bad?
bro, like, how did we lose to a freaking bunch of midgets, bro? I mean, not midgets, but
Hey, what if there are like Japanese people watching this, bro?
I mean, I love Japanese people, bro.
All right, good.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, but they did, you know, rape our woman, you know, kill us, you know, try to take over most of
Okay,
Asia,
okay,
you know,
yeah,
they're
but
pieces
I
of crap. You know what I
understand,
mean? For 36 years, they held us as slaves. You know what I mean?
But right now
That's why
we're
we call them chokbars. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hey.
I'm just-
hey,
hey, chill.
apologize right now
Apologize to what?
to like the viewers. Oh, I'm sorry for using such, you know, discreet language.
Man, if
right
they got a
now.
problem with it, they can pull up, guys.
No,
You feel
hey,
me?
apologize
You
right
feel me?
now. Yeah, I'm not gonna tolerate this
What
kind
you
of
mean,
stuff.
tolerate this kind of
All right,
stuff?
just be careful what you say.
Man, I told you it's gonna be explicit, right?
All right,
I let
what?
it be known.
No, we're not gonna keep it explicit, all right?
We keep it like
Clean,
less
all right?
explicit. That was clean. It
What I
just said
always
pixie,
tell you?
dude.
Do I need to tell you what I always tell you?
What?
You gotta chill, all right?
Oh my god.
Chill.
All right. Anyways, next question.
But if
Time
you
is
had
it,
to, like, do you like travel? Have you like been to other countries besides like Japan,
No.
like Korea? So you've been here for the whole
I haven't
time.
even been to Japan and Korea.
I mean, like, have you like been to like besides those countries? Have you been
Mm,
somewhere else? No.
No.
You should try going on missions if you can. Those are the
Yeah,
best
maybe.
experiences too.
I might go.
It's just, are you like nervous? Like, or are you
Nah,
like
dude, I just
burping
ate
and
like hella
stuff?
soup plantation today, bro. It's coming up, dude. I mean, I don't know.
So you know, like you told me like you grew up here and stuff. So you know like a lot of good like food spots, right? Because I know you're a big foodie.
Yeah, I mean, I like expensive food. Yeah.
Like what kind? What's your favorite?
I don't know. I like sushi, sashimi, like wagyu steak. I just like anything expensive. I don't know, like even like you know, like the, I don't know, everything I like is expensive. You know what I mean? Like liquor. Like there was a point in time where we spent like $900 on dinner, like a day, every day. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be anything to us. You know?
$900?
Oh, we're making like
Per person?
we're making like 10,000
Per
20,000.
person.
No, for the whole dinner.
Oh,
you know what
I
mean?
was
For,
like,
2-3 people.
I was like, wow, $900.
Well, I mean, like 2-3 people. That's still a lot. You know?
Yeah.
We're buying like
What'd you eat?
like it's Costa Mesa somewhere. It's like some sashimi jeep. You know, they had like sashimi and like steak, like
Yeah.
like Wagyu beef, and,
Yeah.
like, stuff like that. And we ordered like a $600 like bottle of sake. It was like this big,
Yeah.
like this big, something like that. We ordered like 2 of them, something like that. I don't remember. I didn't pay, but yeah. It's a
So
homie's birthday.
you were like kind of living the good life, huh? Back then.
It's like fast life.
Yeah.
I miss it sometimes, you know.
No,
But I mean, it feels
they-
good to work for your money, because
Yeah.
before I didn't even know the value of $1. You know what I mean? I just spend it because I'm making like fast, easy money. You
Yeah.
know. But now like before, like even today when I went to the plantation, like I'd be like, oh damn, dude, I gotta pay like $15 or like $12. You know, like, and then like Google up some coupons. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we got some coupons. Like, we chilling now. We can go. You know what I mean? Like, be cheap now. You know. But I mean, I don't
Oh,
know.
excuse me.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to like go back to that life, you know.
I know. I feel like.
I know,
yeah,
but like
I'm just gonna go back into it, dude.
I know, but like with all jokes aside, like
Yeah.
I've told you this many times, you know, like I'm like always here for you, you know, as a friend, and like if you need someone to talk to, you can always hit me up, you know.
I feel you.
And like I don't want you to go through that past, because I think for me, like if I see you going back, like, you know, in like county or something, I'll be like devastated, you know, because you're like my homie and stuff, you know. So I think I'll be really devastated. So
Yeah, man.
yeah.
It's like stuff happens though, you know. It's like if it happens, like it's not like, you know, I already been there, you know. It's cool. Like probably has some, you know.
Yeah.
So whatever it is.
But I think that's all for today. And
Yeah.
hey, man, like I mean, I really appreciate for you stopping by. And
I know. I feel, you know. I mean, I might become like the next Kev Jumba, the next nigga Higa. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for. You know what I mean? Just gotta pay the advertisements. You know, they have to
But-
pay me. You know, I want my
But again, all jokes aside, like
royalties.
I'm like really appreciated, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Don't worry
stopping
about it.
by.
I'll come by any
like-
other time too if you want me
Yeah.
to come through.
And before we end, special shout out to my producer. He made all this work, and he's still doing it, you know. I mean, like if his film releases, go check it out, you know, because he started filming today, and I know like he's on to something big. So special shout out to my producer Justin. Thanks for
Yes,
making
yes,
everything
yes,
work.
yes.
Yeah. So yeah,
All right.
we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Bye, guys.